We are at the Seven Creeks Trailhead in Jacksonville, Florida. It's 7 miles one way though, so you would have to caravan if you want to do just the 7 miles. So we parked at one trailhead that will be coming out, which will be at Betts Tiger Point Preserve. So we'll leave the addresses in case you want to follow the trail. We'll leave the addresses on where you can park your cars. So right now below the screen is I'm going to leave the address of where we're starting. And I know I joked around with Mr. Dion one day, we're going to do the Seven Creeks Trail. We're going to go 7 miles. We're going to walk through every preserve. And to stay on the Seven Creeks Trail, you're just going to keep looking for that little symbol right there. There is a road crossing. We get to cross the road to continue on Seven Creeks Trail. Look at that. Very cool. Road. You've been watching the channel long enough. You know that I get excited about anything.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty narrow here.
This is kind of cool.
Oh, okay. I already see a bigger sign.
Look at this. This is look, they're attempting to make these little barriers out of the
seriously,
yeah.
This is something I would do behind my house. I did make a little trail behind my house, and I did the same thing where I had little sticks and stuff.
Nice.
I love this.
This is awesome.
I really did the same thing on my road, so makes me want to go find a video.
So we are gonna see where we're at here. Okay, I think we're actually in the Pumpkin Hill Creek Preserve State Park area.
You are here.
You're here. And yeah, so we're gonna have some fun and see what happens here.
Hiking, bicycling, and then horse riding.
So here we go. This has been a lot of fun so far.
I see it's something ahead, like I don't know if it's a trailer or a building or something.
Oh yeah, probably some park office buildings. As if we're heading to the Pumpkin Hill Creek Preserve State Park area, they have like little offices and stuff. Looks like we got another road crossing possibly, or not. Are we staying? Let's look and see. Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, it would make sense to go that way.
So this section just across from the Cedar Point Preserve and took us through a little forested residential type area. Yeah, it looks like that's where we're supposed to go.
Yep. Lots
of road crossings here. Very cool, but I will say this little section that we just left was a little more overgrown. Hopefully they will manage that. I'm sure they will. One thing I wanted to say, I've told Mr. Dion off camera, but I wanted to say to the audience is these 7 preserves and or state parks, national park services, whatever you want to call it, they've all been separate entities for a while now. But this Seven Creeks Trail is relatively new that connects all the parks. And they're really trying to highlight that trail as a long trail that people can hike and see all the different environments. So I'm sure they've still got some work to do. They're still cleaning it up. The area that we just walked through is a little more overgrown than the other parts of the trail, which are a lot nicer. And it looks like we're back on a nicer section of trail now. We're actually turning left up here. So this is...
Are we?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, yep.
Very cool.
Good eye.
So one thing I'll say, and Mr. Dion will agree, is that the signage is excellent.
Yes.
And if you ever get to a point where you stop for a second, like, wait, which way am I supposed to go? Just look. You'll see it.
Sign.
Yeah, you will see it. You may not see it at first. You just turn around, you'll see where the arrow's pointing you exactly where you need to go to stay on the Seven Creeks Trail.
Seek and you shall find.
Exactly. I feel like I don't have anything telling us to cross the road here.
Oh, yep. Oh, right here. Maybe. Is that, I see a 7?
It does say 7.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Boom, got it.
Yep, I see the other 7. Yep, you're right. Good eye. Another road crossing here. So what is that, 3 road crossings?
Yeah.
4?
We have to go back and watch the video.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Dion just looked at his health app to see our mileage so far. Now keep in mind the mileage is also including any steps he's done all day, but I'm pretty sure if you're like me, you haven't done too many steps.
Just, you know, bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen to the car.
Getting gas, you know, stuff like that. So it's fairly accurate. He checked his watch and his phone, and it's 4.4 miles.
Yeah.
So I'm fairly confident we are beyond the halfway point of 7 miles. So
yep.
That's where we're at. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we've entered into the Pumpkin Hill State Park area.
I question that because I don't see any pumpkins.
Yes.
So I'm just saying. I was almost following us.
Well, if somebody was following us, we came prepared, right?
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier. We came prepared that if somebody's following us, he brought
a pine cone.
Pine cone. He also brought crackers. I brought crackers.
A pointy pine cone.
But you brought crackers too, right?
Ritz crackers. Cheese crackers. Ritz cheese crackers. Yes.
And we discussed that if we got kidnapped or anything, I would probably go through my food quicker than his. I mean, we both have 6 crackers. I usually eat pretty fast. Mr. Dion eats slower.
Yep.
I think Mr. Dion would survive longer in that scenario.
I don't know. The skinny people, we eat a lot. We don't eat a lot at one time, but we eat like 5 meals a day. You gotta think. Bigger people, I would imagine, would eat less, maybe more at a time, but less meals. Whereas smaller people, we don't eat a lot, but we get hungry like every few hours.
Right. I don't know. I think we're about to eat our crackers up here in a minute.
I think I'll starve faster than you would.
I think you would too.
Well, starve and die. I mean.
Yeah. A left-hand turn, 7-mile trail marker, but it was pretty premature because there was absolutely no trail where the arrow was. So we'll see. Maybe it's letting us know that it's up here at the intersection. That's what I'm hoping anyways. We're walking through Pumpkin Hill and hopefully we'll see another sign that's letting us know that we're going the right way. If not, we'll be bushwhacking, I guess. You brought your Smith & Wesson, so.
I did.
Care to show folks?
Oh, okay. My Smith & Wesson, yes.
We're ready to.
Also known as the Bodyguard. Right here. So this is actually a Smith & Wesson's M&P Smith & Wesson
so
Bodyguard.
We are ready to bushwhack if we have to.
That's right.
Maybe one little tiny branch at a time. 2
3/4 inches of serrated steel. So, I don't know. Serrated.
Is it Bluetooth? Does it come with the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi? So we did determine that the sign back there telling us to turn left was incorrect, because as we stayed on the straight path, we're still on the Seven Creeks Trail. So maybe that was an old sign. Maybe they need to remove it. It's a little confusing because there is no trail where it's telling you to turn. So about the 5-mile mark, we took ourselves a little snack break, water break. Nice picnic area out at the Pumpkin Hill section. Mr. Dion ate his crackers.
Yep.
I ate my crackers, finished off a bottle of water. Got 2 miles left, but I gotta say, this is my favorite part of the walk so far. Now, you lose the shade, but you gain the scenery, and let's show you what I'm talking about. We're gonna get back on the road, the Seven Creeks Trail. I will say that this is absolutely gorgeous. It almost looks like a meadow or a prairie, or just really cool how it opens up out this way. And like I said, you lose out on the shade, so maybe this isn't something you want to do right in the middle of the summer, but we are springtime here, starting to warm up, definitely in the 80s right now, but still tolerable. I just maybe wouldn't start the trail in the afternoon. I would probably recommend starting earlier in the morning. And if you get out here by the time it warms up, then you only got 2 miles left. So we're doing good, but this is beautiful. Plenty of colors to look at. Check this out. The orange and the yellow. not enjoying the sand walk. I'm hoping that we find the beach soon.
Is it?
It's recording.
Is it on? Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Mr. Dion here with PFAM5. Just want to invite you to my channel. Thank you for being here with us today. My good buddy, Mr. Jason. Got some questions I want to ask you guys. When you're out walking trails and stuff, you know, aside from just enjoying the scenery, do you enjoy, like, you know, the steps, how many steps you walk, or the mileage that you've walked? You know, the specs of what you've done, specifications and mileage, and because I kind of get into the amount of steps or miles that you've walked. I'm wondering, you guys, when you're walking trails, do you keep up with that too? Aside from enjoying the scenery, you know, and pointing things out, do you like that part of it as well, or do you guys keep up with your steps and miles? Please comment below and let us know if that's something that you do.
We've got some obstacles ahead. I'm thinking, let's see, I'm gonna follow your lead here.
Well, I don't know, I'm just kind of, I don't know if my lead's gonna be right. I'm not sure you want to follow.
We may be, yeah, your shoes are definitely made more for this. I'm gonna see if you find us a pathway that way, and in case you don't, I won't waste my energy, but if you do, I will follow that route. It looks like you probably are gonna find a pathway. I think this is the way you went. I wonder if you went that way.
Come on, man, you watch some videos?
Well, no, I'm trying to follow your path because I don't know if you went this way or if you went around.
I'm giving you a hard time. I'm trying to give you a hard time. You watch the videos of the gator guys walking waist high and like gators?
Well, it's not the water I'm bothered. I just didn't want to mess up my shoes.
Snakes, alligators?
I could care less about stepping and stuff. It's just messing up my shoes.
Oh, yeah, well,
Which way did you go? Did you go? I think I can cut straight.
Oh, okay, all right. So I went. I see where I came. Yeah.
You went that way?
Yeah. Take a step. Stay inside the tree. Inside the tree. Yeah. Come around.
Okay.
Inside. Yep. Walk through. Yep. I tripped a bunch of times and then.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see some dryness. Yeah. Yeah. I just I have not invested in any hiking shoes as of yet. I just have my multi-purpose for everything shoes.
And that's ironic because you do trail.
Well, I'm getting there.
I would think
I just
trailer, pun word there, trailer. As a trailer, you know, you would like have some, I don't know.
we're getting there. Now we're in a section where the signage has kind of stopped, but back where we could have turned, there was no sign either. So we just we took my first instinct, which was to stay straight. Mr. Dion said we should have turned left. So
yeah, for the record, I just want to say that I just want to be on the record. So if you guys find this camera, I did say go left. No. I was thinking to myself, I probably would have went left. And then when we got further on the trail, I was like, yeah, we probably should have went left. But you know, it's gonna be fun.
Worst case scenario, we have to turn back and go back. But
you know, I would question it so bad because for me, like I was talking about earlier,
yeah.
Steps. You know, racking up more. I'm thinking of racking up more steps, get more miles. So it's not really worst case. It's not really. So win-win for me. Win-win. Probably win-loss for Jason, but win-win for me. I don't know.
You've heard of Naked and Afraid, right? Well,
yes, I have.
We're on Clothed and just a little nervous.
Yes. That's good.
So we are hoping we're going to connect back up on the Seven Creeks Trail. because the signage just stopped. And we know we only have about another 1.5 miles left to go anyways. Hoping we don't have to turn around, hoping that we'll see a nice 7 up here somewhere.
Mr. Jason, would you say, in your opinion, at this moment in the video, at this moment in the video, would you say that Cowboy?
Yeah.
That wasn't in the script. Would you say we're lost?
No.
Okay.
Because lost would mean we do not know how to get back to where the last time we knew where we were. So Mr. Dion came up with a better title. We're clothed and concerned.
That's it.
So somewhere the signage for the Seven Creek Trail just stopped and there were forks. And at this point, we're pretty sure we can still get back to that area if we need to. But we're using the maps on Mr. Dion's phone, and we are...
Lost.
No, I don't think we're lost. We're going to get back to... We have the backup plan of, we know if we get back to the park office, which is where we're at now, the Pumpkin Hill State Park is on the road where my car is parked. So worst case scenario, we get back to that office and then we can take road walk back to my car. So we may miss out on 1 mile or 2 of the trail. At that point, I am going to try to research to figure out where we got off track, but we will figure this out. So you were on the journey with us.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared. This is probably gonna be our house, you know,
yeah.
And our house has holes in it. So
Well, the good thing is, before we die, we can learn about these birds. There's the eastern bluebird, and the pine warbler, and the red-headed woodpecker. So, and there's the Carolina chickadee. So, good information. So, yeah.
So now my thing says 6.5 miles.
I don't think we're gonna walk that far.
Yeah, it says 6.5.
Oh, how far we have walked.
Yeah, how
gotcha,
far we
gotcha.
have walked.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna see if we can't get back to our car. All right, guys. Want to close out the video. It was an interesting last couple of miles. Lessons learned. We did get off the trail. What we should have done maybe was just stop where we were at and try to see where we needed to go, but we experimented with some side trails. Ended up going way around where we didn't need to go around, but long story short, we did something else that we weren't supposed to do, but it ended up working out for us. We ended up getting in the car with a nice older lady. I don't want to say she rescued us, but she saved us a few miles of road walk back to our car. So Miss Brenda probably won't ever see this video, but thank you so much. You were a blessing. We did share the message that Jesus loves her, and with this being the day before Easter, we don't feel like our meeting was an accident. So, Mr. Dion, anything you want to say? We had a fun adventure. First 5.5 miles went really well. Had a little bit of a concern, as you said. We
got lost. That was fun to me.
Yeah,
we got lost.
Clothed and concerned was
concerned.
Yes, that's what we were. But the day is over. If you like more family-friendly content, going on adventures, Georgia, Florida, beyond, make sure to subscribe.
Smite that like button.
Smite that like button
and subscribe.
We hope everyone has a happy Easter. Christ is risen.
Amen, brother.
We love you, and we'll see you on the next adventure.